Hello to all my dear Fatimites. Here we are with Social Studies, chapter number 1, that is the story of past and evidences in history. Topics covered under this chapter are as follows. Number 1, what is history? Number 2, need to study history. Number 3, sources of history. Number 4, need to preserve. My dear children, here we are with our new topic, or we can say the first topic, that is history. History is the study of period of our past for which we have written records. History is the recorded account of events, people and places from the past in a chronological order. Dear children, now you will ask me that what is history, ma'am? This history. In this given definition you read the word past. Past is the time which is already gone. Suppose you are a young boy now, or your father is a young man now. Same as sometimes your dadaji, or you can say your grandmother is also a child, but now she is grown up and she become old. The time when she is a child, that is past, the time which is gone. And in history we used to study about that time, that past time which is already gone. Now next we have who is the father of history. So Herodotus is the father of history. Herodotus was the first historians. Children, historians. Historians are the peoples who study about the history, who systematically collected his material and arranged in a chronological order, i.e., the order in which events occurred. Chronological order means, children, the order means, suppose you are a child. All of a sudden you did not become a child. First of all, you take a birth, then you become a toddler, then you become a young child. This is called a systematic order, or you can say a chronological order. Children, when I was at your age, I always asked my teacher, ma'am, why we used to study history? What is the use of history? So, here now I am going to tell you why we need history. We need history because history helps us to learn about our past. It helps us to understand other cultures as well. History tells us about the great kings, leaders and great men who are a source of inspiration for even today. Inspiration means they encourage us to do great things. They encourage us to do good things. As you heard about Mahatma Gandhi ji, yes, the father of our nation. He fought bravely. He fought for our country. He make us free. Through history, we come to know about these great leaders and about many more things. The study of history teaches us to be good citizen. We have divided history into three different periods according to their timings. First is ancient period, second is medieval period, and third is modern. Here we have ancient period. It is said to have ended in the 7th century AD with the death of Harshvardhana. Medieval period. It is extended from AD 700 to AD 1750. During this period, regional rulers rose to power. Regional means the rulers of different parts. Mughal established their rule over a large region. Means Mughals started ruling over India. It also marks the arrival of European traders. European traders also arrived to our country. Modern period. In this period, European is associated with the growth of all the forces. Means European started growing our country. Modernity such as industrialization, urbanization or growth of cities. Growth of cities means they start something new, means they started changing the atmosphere which already have, they start changing, they used to start something new. As in the early time people used to carry loads on their backs, they start changing it, used to start machineries for the different works. Science, reasons, democracy, liberty and equality. This period is said to have begun in India in the 18th century. My dear children, as you know that history is the study of past. Nobody can go in the past to know that what they are doing, what they are wearing, what they're eating, how they're living. Nobody knows, and nobody can go to that past. But from the sources of history we can come to know, because sources of history are those sources which left behind, through which we can understand what happened in our past. So, here we divided the sources of history into two parts, that is, archaeological sources, that are non-written sources, that are non-written sources, and another one is literary sources, that are written sources. Written means they wrote something on the papers or on the walls, that are known as written sources. So, archaeological sources are monuments, inscriptions, coins. Some of the literary sources are religious literary, traveler's account, secular literature. What are archaeological sources? Archaeology means digging up the past. These remains of the past are found buried deep under the ground. Means digging up means people used to live in the past, they died. As we heard about the dinosaur, how we know that we have dinosaurs in the past? We know about the dinosaurs when we got the fossil fuels of dinosaurs. Buried means deep buried means under the ground, जो तपा हुआ है मिट्टी में. So what the archaeologists do, they used to dig means खोदते हैं places, and they used to get different things from there, through which they used to understand that what was there in the history, what was there in the past. Archaeological sources include rocks, shelter, fossils, caves, monuments, pottery, tools, jewelry, coins, and inscriptions, etc. These are some sources which archaeologists get from their researches, and they used to share with us, and or you can say they come to know about the history, about their nature, about their culture, and many more things. Jewelry and beads. Dear, jewelry and beads are the ornaments. Ornaments means gehne. Your mother also used to wear some necklaces or big earrings and bangles. They are called the ornaments. Ornaments which people wore in past tell us about their sense of living and clothing. Through ornaments, we can come to know that which kind of clothes or things they used to wear in the past. Fossils. We have next fossils. By fossils, we mean the imprints of plants, humans, and animals preserved in the rocks. Imprints means suppose that time some animal was there and it died. So where it gone? It buried under the ground now. So there you can say skeleton was there. That is fossils. When the archaeologists used to dig some place, they used to get that skeletons. Through this, they can understand that which kind of peoples or plants and animals used to survive at that time. They are usually made of bones or skull and leave a permanent mark on the rocks. Now we have monuments. It include the forts, palaces, temples, and buildings built by the rulers in the past. Beta, monuments are the historical buildings which was built in the past, thousand or hundreds of years back. They were built by many Mughal rulers or by different rulers. They were built. They tell us about the life and the culture of people who built them. You can see the difference between the buildings which were built in the previous life and now, which you can see there are much difference now. Through this you can understand that how the people in the past used to live. Accordingly, they used to build their forts, they used to build their palaces. Through this also we come to know many things about our past, or we can say about history. Now we have artifacts. Artifacts are man-made objects found buried under the ground. What are the artifacts? Through the given picture you can see that what are the artifacts. You can also say that they are the decorative items. Yes, here now also you used to see these things at your home na. Same time people in the past also used to decorate their houses. So they use different things, not only for the decoration, for the many things they use these artifacts. For example, like we have vessels, stone tools. They used to make the tools. Nowadays we used to make the tools with the iron, but in the past they used to make the tools with the stone. Coins and paintings. Children, everybody knows what are coins. You people also know coin because you used to ask from your mama, mama give me 5 rupees coin or 10 rupees coin, I want to eat ice cream or I want to eat chips. Same way they people are also having in the past coins. They use coin to buy things from the market. And what is the specialty in their coins? The special things about their coins is, we are going to read it given on the screen. Coins give us important information about the kings, the name and dates of dynasty they have ruled in that area, the language, the life and economic condition of the kingdom. Through this you can understand now what the people used to do. Suppose if I am the king now, what I'll do, I put my picture or whatever is important for me on that coin. Through this coin people used to understand that this coin belongs to which dynasty or which king this coin belongs to, or which time period this coin belongs to. Through this also we used to study about our past and used to get many information about the past. Children, I already told you that what are literary sources, and now we are going to study that how they used to help us to study about the history. History is based mainly on the written records such as manuscripts, books, writings on the rocks. Children, in the previous time or in the history, people won't have this much of books or copies. They used to write on the rocks also. They used to write on the pillars of their houses. Stone walls, they used to write on the walls. Clay tablets, barks of tree. Bark means you see the tree na, there is a brown covering on the trunk of the tree, that is bark of the tree, and palm leaves. So what are manuscripts? These are handwritten records. What are manuscripts? These are the handwritten records written in the past. People in ancient time used to write on surfaces like barks of trees known as bhojpatra. The bark of trees on which they used to write, they call them as bhojpatras. Palm leaves, scroll, and later on papers. First of all they were writing on the bhojpatras, then they start writing on the palm leaves, and slowly they come to know about the paper and they start writing on the papers. Now we have literary sources. We have divided literary sources into 3 categories. That is religious literature. It includes the religious text of the different religions. Historical literature. It includes text of non-religious nature. Non-religious means which does not belong to any religion, any god, such as biographies, autobiographies of great leaders, plays, poems, memories, writings on politics. Politics means how they used to rule their power, how they used to, what rules they used to follow, and medicines, etc. Next we have accounts of foreign travelers. Foreign travelers means people who are not living in India. They came from other countries, are called as foreign travelers. Travelers' account of their journey and the land they visited are an important source of understanding the past. Children, if you go to new places, you used to tell different things and different things to different peoples, na? Same way, if the people coming to our country and they used to travel to our country, they used to see many things about our country and used to share with different peoples. Through this also, we came to know many things about our history. Children, till now we have studied many things about the history, but now we are going to study that why we are studying them, what is the importance of that. Historical sources are the symbol of history and are very important to save them because they are history here serves as a laboratory and help us to understand the regional laws and social structure. It helps in learning about various cultures. Every historical site has an important story to tell, and these stories have inspired many peoples. As you know, as you heard about the Taj Mahal, na, it is a symbol of love. One great king made this Taj Mahal for his beloved wife. You have heard about Jallianwala Bagh. That is the story of a great leader who fought bravely for their country. It also helps us to be a good global citizen and improves our critical and analytical thinking. And at last, I would like to say a very thank you to all my Fatimites to listen to me so carefully and for understanding me so nicely. Thank you all the Fatimites. Stay safe, stay home. Bye bye.